Turn our attention not to just, a no-name brand. We're talking about the #1 manufacturer in the country, if not the world, HP. HP to the rescue today. By the way, this teal color is so gorgeous. I love it. I wanted to quickly show you, we've got 3 choices in color, which I am very thrilled about, but we don't have many in silver. We don't have many in rose gold. Our best bet is this teal, which is our fastest seller because it's just so fun and unique and different than the rest. But it's all about what's under the hood. I want to share with you that this, not only today is it here at $429, which is a $70, $80 price break, and free shipping and a month to play with it and then decide. And you can do this on 5-Flex or you can do this on financing if you have an HSN card. So you can spend as little as about $45, $35. I did the math if you're using your HSN card to get this laptop home. If you're using any other card that you prefer, if it's a card that you get points on, I get it, that's fine. We do every major credit card at HSN, and you can spread this over the course of 5 months. So you're spending about $86 to get this and to play with it. So here's where the fun begins. It's HP, let's start there. It is the world's best-selling, our best-selling, not just computer brand, but brand in general. And then it's paired with the most important under the hood components, that being of course Windows 11, and it's Windows 11 Home in S mode. So that gives you that added sense of security. Not to mention you're getting that little fingerprint access mode, so you don't have to remember passwords. You've got security there and ease of use. Then we're gonna talk about Intel. That's what else is on the inside. Intel with the dual core processor. We have a backlit keyboard for you. It weighs under 4 pounds. You have an 8.5-hour battery life on this guy. And it's got the full size keyboard, even with the numeric keypad. So I know a lot of you had your kids go back to school last week, and I know it's time to get back to a different kind of reality in our lives. So if you are frustrated because the laptop you've been kind of struggling through for the last while is just not performing for you the way you are expecting it to, I get it. This is a product that will perform for you out of the gate and is built for the future. We are including a couple things that we don't typically do anywhere close to a price point like this, one of which is that it comes with your Office. This is inclusive of your Microsoft Office 365, and it comes with HP 123. That's something that is usually reserved just for a laptop that we have as a Today Special, but this is as close to a Today Special price as you could possibly find. So you get a year of HP Accidental Damage Protection. You get 2 years of HP Smart Friend, and that's like one-on-one access to somebody who can teach you and train you and walk you through any questions or challenges you might have. And then 3 years of Find My HP. Those are all included extra elements without another dime. So that's just the beginning of this fun story. I want to welcome our guest, our electronic expert at the highest level, Aaron Berger. Good to have you with us this morning.
Good morning, Callie. It's good to be here, and it's good to be here with a product of the highest level, like you said. It's the #1 selling brand of computer in America, the #1 selling brand, period, at HSN. All the great things HSN sells, all the great beauty and health and fitness, all the great home decor. Well, I'll tell you what, you want a little insider tip? I've been at HSN 15 years. Shop home decor at HSN in the fall. We have just the most fun stuff and the prettiest stuff. But the #1 selling is this right here, is HP. The #1 selling brand, again, in America in computers, and the #1 selling brand at HSN. Why are we the #1 selling brand at HSN? Because we do things here that are absolutely exclusive. And that's why I was pointing to that little exclusive thing. You won't find them anywhere else. So like Callie said, not only do we include Microsoft Office, we include HP 123, and I'm going to go ahead and spend a moment with that right now because this computer, which is HP, we'll get to Intel inside. We'll get there in a little bit. #1 processor brand in the world. Many sort of computer people will only buy computers with Intel inside. Windows 11, latest operating system from Microsoft. Backlit keyboard, #1 selling screen size, 10.5-hour battery life, fingerprint reader. I mean, every bell, every whistle, an incredible computer for everyday use. But then we do things that anywhere else would cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, literally, and Callie can probably tell you exactly how much it is, many hundreds of dollars, to buy what's called the HP 123 Judgment-Free Support Program. And so I want to go ahead and show this to you guys. We have a still that we'll show you right now to explain what you're getting that you don't get anywhere else. There's nowhere else in America besides HSN and QVC where when you buy this computer, you get HP 123. What does that mean? It means one, you get 1 year of accidental damage protection. So that means if you drop your computer, if you spill on your computer, if your kids throw their backpack around and, you know, break their computer, if your 4-year-old, I've got a 4-year-old, so this is what I think of, knocks your computer off the counter, it doesn't matter. We will repair with original HP parts or replace entirely your computer for a full year. There's a huge value there. 2 years of HP SmartFriend. This computer, it will feel instantly familiar because Windows 11 really does feel instantly familiar, but it has some great new features. If you get the computer home and you go, how do I use Microsoft Teams? How do I start a Microsoft Teams call? How do I turn on the backlit keyboard? How do I do anything? 2 years of HP SmartFriend means for the next 2 years, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, any question you have, an HP expert, so the people who built the computer, not a third party, is there to answer your question. You don't have to hunt down your son or your daughter or your brother-in-law or whoever takes care of your computers for you. You have the people who built the computer there to help you. And then last but not least, 3 years of Find My HP. Find My HP is, as Helen Keeney, our resident stand-up comedian / show host, calls it, it's low jack for your computer.
Yeah.
And it's a great description, isn't it, Cal? Because if you can't find your computer, if it's lost, if it's stolen, you just don't know where you left it, we can help you find it for the next 3 years. So just those extras. I've barely touched on the computer specs. I will. But just those, I think, are a very compelling reason to get in.
I'm gonna just sweeten that little pot a bit further because just those extras, which isn't even equated into what you would spend, you know, if you went into a laptop or a computer store, you'd want the extras, but it all of a sudden is like, oh, a couple $100 more. So that is included, and that is a big deal, what Aaron just went through, and that's why I said it right at the top of the presentation. But on top of that, there's over almost $600 worth of other goodies that nobody in the world of electronics would include, but this is what we do. We like to have this experience be something you learn from and grow with, and that's why all the extras, I mean, fun things that you're gonna be able to learn. I was looking through it, Aaron. I mean, you're getting a full year of like, well, what are some of your favorites in the vouchers that you're receiving? Because I know I've got a couple.
So there's one called Bigger Brains Learn Windows, which I think is great because, again, this is a Windows 11, and right, so some of you won't be familiar with Windows 11. For a full year, you have a membership to that. There's Hallmark Card Studio, which is a long-time favorite. Make your own Hallmark card. We're getting into card season, right? We're getting into Thanksgiving. We're getting into Christmas. We're getting into Halloween. Make your own cards with Hallmark Card Studio, which we include. I really like those. LiveX Live is a 1-year service that you get that allows you to watch a lot of live programming, a lot of live concerts and sports events and those sort of things. So as you said, there's a couple $100 worth of goodies there as well. I'm going to go back and hop into the computer. I think those extras are all absolutely worth mentioning. Haven't even talked about Microsoft Office. We will. Yeah. You're getting everyone who orders today. You don't have to make the decision. We're sending you the #1 Office Suite program in America, #1 software program in America, period. That's included.
But the one thing you do need to make a decision on, and I'm jumping in here, Aaron, just to like update, if you want silver, we have 2 dozen left.
Oh, wow.
2 dozen in the classic. The color, the choice that, you know, is known across the world, iconic. The rose gold is always a popular choice here at HSN. We have less than 100. We've got the best option is in our teal, which is shocking to me because this is one of those colors when we put it out here, it doesn't stay long. I'm gonna show you not only is the outside, and this is something that doesn't scratch. I mean, it's you know, this is the same color all the way through, but it's this, that keyboard is so beautiful. It's like a beautiful piece of agate or some kind of gorgeous granite that you know, but it's a beautiful keyboard experience, and that's a backlit keyboard. Just wanted to point that out. And then we're gonna get under the hood because it really is all about the performance that you're gonna love and enjoy. The SSD hard drive, that's cooler, lighter, less than 4 pounds. So we'll talk more about the technical parts next.
Let's do it. So let's get into those. So we mentioned HP being the #1 computer manufacturer. Intel, you've got Intel in here. Bum, 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 bum. This is an Intel processor. The fact that Intel is inside, Intel is the #1 processor brand in the entire world. The comfort that comes along with that. And in fact, I think we even have some videos that we can run on our Intel processor that's inside your computer, the comfort that comes along with going, and we're going to run this video twice in a row. This is the Intel Celeron processor. It is built for everyday computing. And I know that's what so many of you are buying, is for work, for school, for home, for those kinds of things. What do you love to do? Do you love to watch video? It's great for that. Do a little bit of light gaming. It's great for that. You can even play Xbox games. I'll get there in a minute. Working and playing for hours and hours with a 10.5-hour battery. Did you know, though, your new computer doesn't weigh 5 pounds. It weighs 3.75 pounds. Really lightweight, perfect on the go, great for multitasking, for web browsing. And again, if you love to stream videos, Hulu or Netflix or hsn.com or whatever it is you love to watch, I just think you'll love it. I think it will be perfect for you. So I'm happy for so many of you that are picking it up. The other number one, of course, this has Windows 11. Windows 11 is the latest operating system from Microsoft. It's been out about a year. I'm sure many of you have not upgraded to it. You know, a year is not a very long time. And in fact, I'll mention one other thing with the Intel processor. We might have a video on this as well. It's about the Intel graphics. Compared to a computer from 5 years ago, I mentioned this because I said Intel's been out, Windows 11's been out 1 year. Compared to a laptop from 5 years ago, the Intel processor gives you 12 times faster 3D gaming, 8 times faster high-definition video conversion. Consider those numbers for a minute. 12 times better 3D gaming, 8 times faster high-definition video conversion. When you multitask on your computer, can you have 5 or 6 or 7 things up at one time like I can? I can hop right into my PowerPoint presentation, and it's up and it's running immediately. Or I can go down here and I can hop right into HSN's live stream on YouTube, and it's everything is instant. That's because of how fast that video streaming is, how fast the processor is. At 12 times better gaming, 8 times faster high definition video streaming. And then all of that housed within the operating system, which is Windows 11. We have a video we'll show you here as well. Welcome to the world of Windows 11. If you haven't had a new computer for a year or so, you don't have Windows 11, and it is awesome. It was really designed to feel like Windows 10, but to help us create and connect and to play better, especially as we live in a world where we've learned to connect virtually more, where we've stayed at home more. I mean, that seems to be changing, but there's also things we love. We love being able to order our groceries online, go to the doctor online, and do some of those kind of things, right? And now you can. And now you can do it in a way that's easier, that's really designed to help you create, connect, and play better. Connecting, this computer has Microsoft Teams built in. With Microsoft Teams, one click allows you to connect to the people and the things that you love, to start a video chat with anyone. You don't have to sit in a Zoom room. You don't have to know a password or any of those kinds of things. Your gaming experience is a new thing too. For the first time, you don't need an Xbox controller to play Xbox games. You can go right to the all redesigned Microsoft Store. You can subscribe to the Game Pass, and with Game Pass, there are over 100 Xbox games at your fingertips. So if you're buying the computer for gaming, if you're buying it for work, with of course we're including Microsoft Office, if you're buying it for everyday use, it's just an ideal computer for those things. One thing you should know, I know Callie said we have the most in our exclusive teal. I love our beautiful kind of underwater teal color. This is the only airing of the entire weekend. In fact, I have my schedule for the next 3 weeks. As of now, it is not planned again for the next 3 weeks period. I think probably because we won't be able to replenish those other colors. Like Callie said, I know we didn't have many of the silver or many of the rose gold. So if you're thinking about a new computer and you want to try one out and you want to try one at this really sort of entry-level price point, but with the best names, with Intel inside, with Windows 11 inside, with a solid state drive, with a fingerprint reader, with a high definition video camera, and with Microsoft Office included, I think today is going to be your best shot in a long time to get a new computer like this.
Well, you know, and it is so true. Just to update on that point, Aaron, if you want the silver, there's less than 20, so very close to selling out completely. We have about 6 dozen, I think, in the rose gold, so very, very limited there as well. We've got about a little more than 300 in the teal. That's it. And if that sounds like a lot, you know, keep in mind, we reach almost 100 million homes live nationwide every day, 24 hours around the clock. So it's one of those, I mean, this has become such a destination point to get your electronics for obvious reasons. These aren't some no-name brands of like, oh, got a great buy on a, whoever heard of that brand. This is HP. This is HP at its finest. And to think of the fact that a laptop, it's something we want to take with us everywhere. You want something that's super lightweight. But it's not like this is a shrinky dinky little screen. It's a 15-inch screen and it weighs under 4 pounds. And it gives you 8.5 hours of battery life. So this would be the laptop that you're gonna take with you on a, you know, a flight and watch a great movie on that flight, or take with you anywhere, put it in your backpack, give your kids a good, you know, fighting chance to really, you know, thrive if they're going back to college this fall, or going for the first time, or even going back to high school, or these days, you know, middle school. It's kind of one of those things. But let's think about ourselves at the very, very forefront, because if you've been frustrated with a laptop or maybe even a desktop experience that doesn't give you the mobility, that doesn't give you the performance anymore, it's okay, because this is a great chance to upgrade at almost half the price of what you would find if you got this and all of the features that we were talking about already in an electronics store. This is what we get to do. HSN is a huge company, so is HP. So we put together these incredible values. And it really is important to understand that what Aaron said, this is only scheduled today in this show because we have so few. If we had more, it would be on later today, it would be on tomorrow. But you're watching on our Saturday morning show for a reason. And we love bringing really affordably priced, top of the line electronics to you. Keeping in mind, you have a whole month to play with this before you even make your decision. Your final decision could be a month from now. Send this back, and by the way, there is free shipping. I don't know why it says auto ship, because there's not an auto ship opportunity here, but it is free shipping. One payment of $85, and it's yours to try and play with and see and experience, oh, the joy. And if you have an HSN card, it is part of our VIP financing program. So it's $35.83 a month, but you get this. Oh, and if you don't have that card, another really good thing that's still happening this weekend, we give you $40 once you get approved for that card. You can apply that towards this, our incredible, what it's like almost a today special price. That would bring your price to $389. $389 if you want to get that HSN card opened up with us today. But Aaron, it's really pretty phenomenal. Just want to double check with you on something. This Microsoft,
Yeah.
or the personal Microsoft 365, is it already installed in the laptop?
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up.
I thought so.
We're like minds here. I wanted to talk about that and to review the HP 123 again.
Great.
To sort of go to software for a minute if we could. So yes, already pre-installed. So when you get it home, what you get is a full year of the entire Microsoft Office suite. So what's that mean, Aaron? That means Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher. So again, all 7 of the Microsoft Office programs, I have to count them to make sure I don't miss them. Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher. The full suite. You get it for your computer for a year, for your smartphone for a year, and for your tablet for a year. So across your suite of devices, it will already be pre-installed, to Callie's point, on your computer. The other thing you get, and if you happen to be a retired person and you're watching this, or if you're working from home, someone who doesn't have an IT department really is what I mean when I say this. What I'm about to tell you, that we include the HP 123 judgment-free IT support, is absolutely invaluable. Because if you have a question and you're not at work and there's not an IT gal that can come in and fix things for you, it doesn't matter. We are there to do it. This is exclusively available at HSN. So here's, and not just available, included at HSN. You can't buy it anywhere else. We include 1 year of accidental damage protection. That means if you break your computer, if you spill on your computer, if you crack the screen. How many of you have cracked a screen? I've cracked more screens in my life. I don't know how many. And your device never works the same. We will repair it with original HP parts or replace it entirely for a full year. So you get a mulligan. We call it a mulligan. Yeah, in the burger family, you get a mulligan when you play putt-putt. You get one redo, like that stroke never happened. Same thing. You get one mulligan with your computer, and it really is big. 2 years of HP SmartFriend. HP SmartFriend is technical support. So maybe I'm going to show you in a minute how to turn on your backlit keyboard. I'm going to show you your fingerprint reader, but you might not remember when you get your computer home in a couple of days. Fine. Any question you have, and it's not just like you've got to get your computer home and learn everything in the first 30 days because then tech support's gone. You get it for 2 years, right? You get it for 700 plus days. Any question you have, we're there to help you and to take care of you. And again, I think especially for many retired people who don't have access to an IT support program, who maybe didn't grow up with tech. I think of my parents, they call with questions a lot. But you know, I have to go, Mom, I don't have your computer in front of my face, so I don't necessarily know everything you're asking. These folks have your computer in front of their face. They know exactly what you own. And then 3 years of Find My HP. If your computer is lost or stolen, you can't find it, we will help you with it. Only a couple minutes left. Quick couple of things. Gosh, we've got so much to tell you guys about still.
1,700 gone, 400 left. Just where we're at, a dozen left in silver, about 5 dozen left in the rose gold. Your best bet is the teal, which is selling the fastest. So thank you for getting under the hood in our final 2.5 minutes. We want to make sure you understand all that you're about to experience with this at an incredible, this is an only at HSN kind of experience in terms of that price point. So you were saying, Aaron, back to you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. The backlit keyboard is a couple of the nice little sort of creature comforts, if you will, that are built in. F4 or 5, F5. Press F5 and the back. Do you see that? Yeah, you guys can see that pretty clearly, I think. And the backlight comes on, so it's either F5 on or F5 off. Or actually it goes half off and then it goes fully off. There is a biometric fingerprint reader, so you can still sign in using a code or using a numerical code or an alpha code, but the easiest way is to just come up, touch your finger to that, and it will sign you into the computer, which I think is really cool. High definition webcam, of course, for all your web chats. Microsoft Teams is now built in, so you might be using Microsoft Teams to chat. Last but not least, and we have a video on this, this has the latest in storage technology. It has a solid state drive as opposed to a hard disk drive. There are a lot of advantages that come along with that. The computer is lighter, quieter, and faster. It only weighs 3.75 pounds. It has faster boot up. Your applications load more quickly, a better battery life, about a 10.5-hour battery life on this. There are no moving parts, so the computer is more durable. It's quieter because there doesn't have to be a fan in there to cool down a moving hard disk drive. And again, it's a nice size as well, 128GB solid state drive. 4 gigs of RAM are built in. RAM is important for speed online and for multitasking. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things open right now. You know, really fast response time. A lot of people, sometimes they're on their computer and they go, oh, the internet is so slow today. I just wish no, the internet's really fast. If your computer doesn't have enough RAM, it probably isn't loading information and taking in all the information from the internet quickly enough. I think you'll have a nice amount of RAM here, a good size solid state drive, the #1 selling screen size in America, and of course, HP, the #1 computer brand in America, Intel, the #1 processor brand in the world, and Windows 11, the latest and best operating system from Microsoft.
And then there's this, Aaron. It's in stock, ready to ship right now.
That's right.
It's not like buy it now and you'll get it in a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
Not at all.
Yeah, we have 2,000 total. We are over 1,700 spoken for. Last and final call on the silver, as well as that rose gold. Teal, I want to show you one more time what this keyboard looks like. It's so pretty. It is so unique. It's not like the other two. The other two have their solid, you know, silver keyboards, and it's beautiful. But is that cool or what? And I like the idea of having something that looks different than anybody else. You'll know exactly where your laptop is. So big thanks, Aaron, for joining us today. I cannot believe your little guy is 4. That's crazy how fast time goes.
2 more months, it goes fast, man.
I know, I know. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Kelly. Love you. See you soon. Okay, bye.
Stay with us. We have another hour of our Saturday morning show. Alice and I are very excited. We've got our Today Special coming